and then I will make it real indeed. Don't say time to go. No, I know you got some to spare. We've been fighting feeling when it's obvious that we both care. So send me into orbit.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. We are back again. Another week for another episode and another episode of the Sensual Eccentric podcast with another great topic. This is episode 11. I've been going for 11 weeks straight. Yay me. I am really excited once again about tonight's topic. It may be a little controversial socially amongst men and women. Um, like, I guess you can call it a gender war thing, maybe, perhaps not. But we are going to talk about pick me women. Ooh, I know y'all probably have seen this on the internet. Like, it's a little trendy. I guess you could say. I'm not in these social media streets a whole lot, so I don't know what everybody else is doing, but certain things just kind of move me a certain way. Um, and tonight's episode may not be long. Um, I'm gonna exhale, take a deep breath. Um, it's been a day. It's always been a day. I'm wondering if I should get into it and tell a little bit of my business. Fun fact. Um, in a previous episode, I spoke on um, enough being enough and how you know when enough is enough. And so I experienced enough being enough today. It was very interesting. And then I realized, I think it was last week, there is a rule that I believe in. And I noticed I wasn't living by my own rule. We may get into that um, another time, maybe a little later. Who knows how the spirit is going to move? But tonight's topic in episode 11, we are talking about pick me women. And the official title is Any Woman That Desires to Be in a Relationship is a Pick Me Woman. How about that? I don't know what y'all think a pick me woman is. I don't know why um the phrase is so looked frowned upon. It's like really, really looked down upon. But when I think about a pick me woman, it's a woman that wants to be chosen. And to that I say, what's wrong with that? Like, you don't want to be chosen. If you don't want to be chosen, that means you have no desire whatsoever to ever be in a relationship again. Because if we desire a relationship, how are we not pick me women? I know it goes a little bit deeper for all of that social media nonsense, but to me, that's just what it is, nonsense. Now, I'll say this: it doesn't matter what way a woman um, shows that she wants to be chosen. But any one of us, if we desire to be in a relationship, then it is what it is. Hey, pick me. I, I'm over here. I got my hand raised. I am a proud pick me woman. Make no mistakes about it. I'm trying to get chosen. Sure am. By a few good men and women, if you will. Yeah, I need that in my life. So Liz. So let's get into it. Just bottom line stuff. Like, I tell y'all every week, I don't prepare for anything. I don't look up nothing. I don't do no research. I just come in straight off the dome. I just be running my mouth, and hopefully some good shit comes out of it. Some shit that y'all can relate to, some shit that y'all can learn from, some shit that y'all can be encouraged and inspired by, and vice versa. So, the reason why I say that if you are a woman and you desire to be in a relationship, that you are a pick me women, because we do want to be noticed. It doesn't matter whether we're going out of our way to get attention from a man or from just the opposite sex, period. But we do want to be chosen if we desire to be in a relationship. Give me 1 second, people. I am going to continue talking. Or maybe I wasn't going to continue talking because I can't do two things at one time. LOL. But yeah, it's like, if you want a man or if you want a woman, because not every woman wants a man. That's why the original statement was, if you desire to be in a relationship, because I am a member of the I'm here and I'm queer community. So, hey, y'all, hey. But if you desire to be in a relationship, it is what it is. What more can I say? Isn't that just plain and simple, just like that? Now let's get into the women that people feel like do outlandish things to be seen, and they call that a pick me woman. What does it matter? What does it matter what she's doing? Aren't we all doing what, I don't want to say what we feel is necessary, but aren't we all, I'm gonna use this. This is from a previous episode also, but aren't we all campaigning in our own way? Whether it's being a supportive woman, because there are some women that know that men need a supportive woman. Whether we're working on our submission, on our support, whether we are working on our finances, working on trying to be more educated, whether we're working on being more patient, because that's a big thing in relationships. It takes patience. A lot of women, I'm gonna say this, y'all might not like me. This is a good one though. How about us working on our tolerance for talking too much? Shh, don't say nothing. Because sometimes we talk too damn much. Whether it's what we wear, how we present ourselves socially, we all trying to make it do what it do in the way that we know how, or the way that we see suits us best, or the way that we see may get the person or persons that we want to attract, however that suits us best. So to that I say, if a woman does not display her campaign or does not run her campaign in a way that you would run your campaign, don't mean she running her campaign wrong. She running her show, you run yours. There's no need to talk about that woman. There's no need to degrade her. There's no need to put her down. We just got to understand that people operate differently. Like real talk. We be so busy wanting everybody to be like us. And when they operate differently than we do, we got so much to say. But don't you know the same way you can run your mouth and talk about somebody else, that they can run their mouth and talk about you? As long as these vocal cords work, as long as this tongue can move, people are going to talk. That's what the hell we do. But we don't have to talk about one another. We can enlighten one another. We can encourage one another. We can uplift one another. There's so many things we can do other than degrade one another or put one another down. And I'll even go as far as to say, even if her campaign isn't working for her, when do we offer help? Let's think about if it was politics. Like politicians have campaigns and things that work for them to get people's votes so they can win a certain office or something like that. And if that person is not campaigning, or if their campaign isn't going properly, there's somebody that, tells them, hey, well, we should switch it up a little bit. You doing this, but it's not quite working. When do we love our sisters enough to say, hey, sis, you running the wrong campaign. That ain't gonna get you the votes. That ain't gonna get you the win, boo. But instead, we gonna sit to the sideline and we gonna gossip and we gonna talk shit. And some of us, our campaign is not working for us either. Because do you have the relationship that you want to have? Have you attracted the perfect partner? I didn't say the perfect person, because everybody went, ain't nobody perfect. Duh, no shit, Sherlock. We know that. But you can have a partner that is perfect for you. I'm just saying that that should go without saying. All things understood need not be spoken upon, but sometimes it ain't always understood and we need to speak on the shit. That's just that. But seriously, when do we, if we have a better way of doing things, reach out and help somebody? Why the hell not? Like, why not? Is it because, if you say something, perhaps the man that she wants or the man that you want, she may get, and so you don't help her? So it's just easier to sit on the sideline and talk about her, so she won't be able to get what she desires. I think I just said something there. Where else can we go with this? I'm gonna try to make it about myself if I can. Me, the way I see myself as a pick-me woman. I lead with my intellect, my intelligence, my personality. It's just such a major part of who I am. It's who I am to my core. Other stuff comes later, as far as my humor, as far as me being philosophical, even as far as, I don't know how much my spirituality and that is pretty much a core part of my being also. So as far as me trying to get chosen, I lead with that because that's who I am. And the goal is to attract like-minded individuals. So depending on what somebody desires, that may be how they campaign and what they lead with. I see some people that are saying hello and all those things because I broadcast off my phone. I am not able to read y'all comments. The words are like super, super tiny and small. I just realized last week that I need a trifocal, y'all. And I wasn't even that heartbroken about it. I was a little shocked, but I was just like, oh, okay, I need a trifocal now. Like, the more you know, the more you grow. I have expanded my consciousness because I learned something new. But I want to thank you guys for stopping in, for commenting, for sharing space. I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. I could not, well, I probably could, but I would not do this without y'all support because I don't like doing nothing alone. Not for real, for real. So anytime that I have some company and that's a love language, just spending time with people. So hey y'all, my sensual eccentrics, I appreciate y'all so much. For the people that come every week, for the people that come when they can, for the people that may come for the first time, what up though? Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Man, this the intellectual soapbox. We get intellectual around here. Sometimes we get a little ignorant. I can be ghetto. We definitely get a little sensual. As a matter of fact, next week's topic, I done forgot it already. It just came to me about an hour before this broadcasting. I don't recall what it is, but it's gonna be a little sexy, y'all. So yeah, if y'all been waiting on some sexy stuff, we gonna get into it. But right now we are talking about pick me women. What is y'all take on a pick me woman? Have y'all ever seen someone that is like she stood out as what people would call a pick me woman? Because again, I'm gonna say, in case you just now tuning in or you fast forwarded and you watching on a repeat, a pick me woman, in my opinion, is every woman that desires to be in a relationship. That's what makes you a pick me woman, because you want a relationship. So that means you want somebody to honor you, to choose you as a mate, as a partner, as a spouse, all of that good stuff. But have y'all ever seen a woman that was like, oh, she's a pick me woman, and it turns you off? What about her behavior was such an ick for you? Like, why was it a turn off? Did you feel like she was doing too much? And why was it too much? Because you wouldn't do it? Was she embarrassing herself? Did she make herself look foolish? Or did you not just, or simply just didn't disagree or didn't agree? Me, stay on the train, y'all. I be going somewhere. I get there eventually. But is it simply that you just didn't agree with how she was displaying herself? Because y'all do know it's okay to not agree with how people present themselves, right? Like, it's okay. You don't have to agree, as long as people are not hurting anybody. I mean, let folks live. Hopefully they'll figure it out sooner than later. But we all have our divine timing for life to happen exactly as it's supposed to. That's my philosophy. We we just all abiding. We in this thing together. Um so I was gonna talk about myself as a pygmy woman. What else can I say? Um Funny thing, when it comes to social media, there are times that I will jokingly, but seriously, because I believe that all joking is done in jest. There is a little bit of truth behind every joke. You just ain't kikiing and ha ha ha. Greetings, salute to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. But something that I do every now and again on social media, and I tell y'all all the time, I got different personalities. So I'm so many different facets of myself. But every once in a while, I'll put a post up on social media. What do they call it? Like an application. I do. I, it may be a little corny. It may be a little thirsty, but I ain't got my cup to take a drink of water. I be a little thirsty sometimes. I can admit that because my desire is deep. I want a partner. I want several partners. I got an itch that needs to be scratched. I have needs that I want fulfilled. Well, let me not say needs. I have desires that I am determined to be fulfilled. You feel me? And I'm going to keep on campaigning in whatever way I see fit until those desires are completely fulfilled. But that's just me. Sometimes I even approach people. I have asked guys out and things like that. But y'all see something wrong with that? That's being too much of a pick me woman, or that's being a pick me woman. So do y'all see being a pick me woman as somebody that's like desperate and doing too much? They just going all far out. So if I asked the man out and wanted to take him out and I wanted to pay for a date, does that make me desperate? Am I a pick me woman? Y'all gonna talk about me? Are you gonna talk about me behind my back or to my face? That's the one right there. Cause everybody talking, cause we got vocal cords and a tongue, right? As long as they move and work, people gonna talk. But I ain't got no problem with it. You never know what may happen from you asking a guy out and asking to pay for a date. Let me talk to y'all ladies for a minute. I'm gonna go there. So for the women that may feel like, no, I'm not paying for no dates, especially if I'm not in a committed relationship. Have y'all ever thought about if y'all offered to pay for a man's meal or pay for a date in general? It doesn't have to be going out to eat, because there's so many different ways you can date, so many different date ideas. But paying for a date, that because he's so appreciative at the gesture that he won't even let you, but it shows the kind of woman that you are, that you're not just a taker. I'm just saying that's something to think about. Like I'm just throwing it out there. I'm putting it out there on the table. Y'all play spades. If you got something that can trump that and beat it, by all means, trump that and beat it. But I just laid the card out on the table. It's there. Do what you will with it. Um, yeah, but certain things go a long way as far as being a pick me woman or things that we can do to campaign if we desire to be in a relationship. Now, if you don't desire to be in a relationship and you just like, I don't want to date no more. I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be with nobody. I'm cool by myself. If enough has been enough for you, then this conversation may not be for you. You may can pass the information on to somebody, but let's think about this. Let's say you're not interested in a committed relationship, but do you want to have sexual relations with anybody? Would that make you a pick me woman also? Talking to the ladies now. Now, the fellas, y'all can give y'all interpretation on if a woman doesn't desire to be in a relationship, but she still wants to be sexual. Let's say have fun or what have you. Isn't she still a pick me woman? Unless you are going to choose your lovers and anybody that approach you, you're going to turn down. I think I just made a point. If someone approaches us as a woman and we allow that person time, if we allow them to get to know us, then aren't we allowing them to choose us, to pick us? So if you're not a pick me woman, in my opinion, you should turn down everybody that tries to approach you, whether you want a committed relationship or just a sexual fun time. Don't let nobody approach you. These are just my thoughts. A different perspective, perhaps, because I think differently. It's the Sensual Eccentric podcast. Like, you can't expect the norm over here. And you guys are tuned into the intellectual soapbox. Like I say, we get intellectual. It's some shit to think about. Things that make you go, or for real though. So I'll think about that. You would have to turn down every person that offers to take you out. I don't know if I want to go as far as to say anybody that gives you a compliment, because they may think you're trying to get chosen. If you allow them to give you a compliment, just say no to everybody. If you don't want to be a pick me woman. Is that taking it too far? What y'all think about that? I know that's how I feel. Y'all might feel differently. I don't know what else. That's the bottom line right there. Either choose yourself, get chosen, or get somewhere and sit down and don't do nothing at all. Like, for real. Like, you're going to take yourself off the market. You out the game. That's the show right there, y'all. What more can be said? Does anybody else have any thoughts that they want to add? Any opposing perspectives? How y'all feeling out there? Any other proud pick me women? I'm trying to get chosen, for real. Y'all know what this means when people looking. Like, I'm on a prowl. I'm out there like that. Depending on what y'all think out there like that is. But when I say out there like that, like in search of some suitable partners. Plus, let me tell a little bit of my business. Yo, what up, bro? Good to see you, darling. Um, I'm gonna say this and then I am going we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. But ending the broadcasting on a funny note. I'm really trying to get chosen like currently cuz I just I just had to break up with my partner today. Like, oh my gosh. And it was crazy, man, cuz it was crazy. So, I'm I'm out here. I'm single and so ready to mingle. So I mean, I still was trying to get chosen because I'm a polyamorous woman when he and I were together. But yeah, he filled a very big space in my life. And now that space is completely blank. And so yeah, I need I want somebody to fill that space. So hey, pick me. Can you get with it? I'm just saying. This is the Sensual Eccentric Podcast, episode 11, where the topic was or is has been you are a pick me woman if you desire to be in a relationship. So every woman that desires any kind of companionship, in my humble opinion, is a pick me woman. Those are my final thoughts. This is the Sensual Eccentric Podcast. You are tuned in to the intellectual soapbox, and we will see y'all next week with another great topic. Peace, y'all. Mwah. Toodles.
My hand, I feel you understand me. Decide.